Hello.
What's up, friends?
Hello.
We back.
We're here. Nope. Not. It's not. That'll make you blind, so. Hello, viewers. Viewers and friends. That's not useful.
A plant has decided to take my place for today's live stream. I'm just gonna put this.
So we got a good one for you today. I'm just going to say that a couple times, waiting for people to enter. So we got a good one for you today.
If we say it long enough,
Well, hey
we'll
there,
start
folks.
to believe
We got a
it.
good one for you today. We need a soundboard.
Can we just do like a fucking vaudeville show at some point?
Okay.
Like that'd be fun. What's up, Jackson? What's up, Austin?
Hey, Harry, Jackson, Austin. What's up?
What's good, homies?
We were just talking about doing a burlesque show.
Yes.
Instead of a critique, we're gonna do a burlesque show.
I think I don't know. I'd be
Yeah,
into
Nick.
it.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
Yeah, well, we could do what we did for the first two of these. We could dance into frame, pretend it's like
true.
like it's the start. Hey, Garang.
Grang.
You make noises while you. Fun fact: every dancer actually makes a lot of pained noises while they're on stage or in front of a camera.
If you turn off the music,
But you
it
just
gets very
mute it,
awkward.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God! No! It hurts so much.
Thanks,
thanks.
man. We have
A UFO descending on us.
the Son of God has
Yep.
decided to shine upon
S-U-N.
our faces. Son.
Of G-D.
Good. Judd.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
So,
we're
yeah,
going
so...
for like some interstellar vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Like these are interstellar.
Sure, we need organ sounds.
That was really
It's
stupid.
Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Right back to theater.
Well, actually, you know what?
We could do a performance of Phantom of the Opera.
just like a two-person group. Ow! It'll be like
That was
it'll
live.
Be like, it'll be like fucking who are the two not Malkovich, Middleditch
And Schwartz.
and Schwartz.
Will it
Just-
be like
We'll
that?
basically just like steal their show.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh, what's up, Francisco?
Francisco, I haven't seen you in these parts in a while.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Neil, what's up? Good to see all you.
We're just
So-
rearranging the lights because somebody said they liked it.
So this will be the first time a bunch of you hear me say this, and the 10th time you other people have heard me say, we got a good show for you today. We're gonna start doing it like an early morning DJ session from like the 90s. Well,
Yes.
hey, it's what did we wait Gaggy and Sassy.
Sassy and Gaggy and the Great Beyond.
Oh God.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, you may I?
I think the fun thing is like I have banged my head on an impressive amount of things in my day. And I would much prefer banging my head into a softbox than like I the amount of times I've banged my head into like a C-stand,
Yeah.
like standing up and then
Or
just,
like the jib.
fucking-
I banged my head into the jib.
Oh, that jib sucks because
Yeah.
those are sharp corners.
Yeah. Jackson, you're right.
Feel that shit.
Normally we have don't forget Jackson. I'm a professional sound engineer. We usually put a folded t-shirt underneath the mic. But
yeah.
yeah, I'm sure you can hear this
No,
very loudly. Sorry.
Dude, it's bass. We like bass.
We like to
We like to bass drop. Well, actually, do we have a shirt?
yeah.
Oh,
we have,
wait.
10 shirts over there.
Loki?
Yeah.
Just fucking...
We both live in the studio apparently.
Yeah. Kind of feels like it sometimes.
Yeah.
We're here a lot.
All right. Ready? Sorry everybody. You're going to hear like a Nice. Will this work? Oh God. Jackson, this is for you. If it falls over and everybody's ears explode,
It's your fault.
It's your fault, bud.
We don't take responsibility.
Hey, Adrian.
Yeah, man. You know.
And Mahad.
Adrian.
Oh, and Daniel, what's up?
Wow. The whole gang's here.
I know you know I'm a sound boy. I'm just making the dumb flex and saying
Big sound boy.
that I obviously am bad at what I do. Because you're right. I just forget to put stuff like that.
Story of our lives.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, speaking of being bad at what I do, here's a little pitch for me being good at what I do. We're going to do this, but then at 1 o'clock with the Office Hours gang, we're actually going to do Audio 101.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a bad intro to that because I'm basically saying I'm completely audio incompetent.
So, all I'm going to say is that we recorded 4 different streams of A-roll for this next video.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the streams, it was really hard to like get the mic in a non-awkward position.
It was actually fine to get the mic in a non-awkward position. It was hard to get your mouth
in a non-awkward position.
Because he was doing a lot of this.
I'm a very spastic boy sometimes.
I had to place Mike like here while he looked and then looked back, and it was a very weird panning
mic
situation. Yeah, yeah, 2 mics.
But yeah, no. So there's 4 different streams, and they all sound incredibly different. So this is Jake's time to shine and make them all sound good.
Is that the only time I've had to shine? Is it my only chance to shine?
That's it.
Fuck. I want to shine.
The fucking dinosaur moment was close, but
no, it was pretty good.
It was close.
We shined. Hey, so we got merch.
Oh yeah, we got merch.
That's a seamless plug.
Yeah, I'm very excited to get it in because we literally
I know
created it.
Yeah,
and like, yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah, so we got 5 different types of merch. It's available on our Teespring, which is teespring.com/stores.
I think
/the after show.
Already copped
after
some
store.
merch.
Yeah, we'll post it in the description here after the video's live. But
it's true.
Yeah, plug audio, right? You get anything right? Yeah,
dude,
that's true.
I fluctuate in audio quite a lot.
He does.
Like I really
compression is.
I don't know how he. Yeah. But it's like it's super funny, especially when like he's in the video with me.
Oh yeah.
Our speaking level.
Yeah.
Is just so incredibly different.
It's funny because
there's a reason why I'm farther away from the mic.
Yeah. It's funny because like so we're both performers, but I have worked really hard to train myself to be quiet. And Brandon has been a theater performer.
Yeah, so I've trained myself to be louder.
With no audio reinforcement, like in theater spaces where you have to be loud. So, people in theater,
well, it's like
thespians as they were.
When you perform in like a 1,000-seat theater without a mic,
you gotta project.
You have to know how to fucking shout.
Yeah. And twist.
And shout.
Hey Jackson, when I do this, does anything happen? I'm not being facetious. I really want to know.
This is for you, Jackson.
I guess I do hear it. Sorry. Okay. I'll stop pestering all of you. So
they're all just like, okay, we're done.
Oh wow, everybody left. Weird.
0 concurrent viewers.
Okay, we got to get to this.
Should we like do our job?
Yeah. So okay. So wait, before you start. So this is a Let's Talk. It's a live stream art critique. For today and today only for the next little while. This is patron only submissions. I say that because pay attention with your ears right now. Pay attention. All of August, we're going to suspend Patreon. We'll talk about this on the back end too. But we're going to suspend Patreon. We have some work to do for YouTube and some other work to do to just figure things out a little bit. And that being said, we're still going to be doing Let's Talks, and submissions are going to be open to the public. So when I write up the description of this video, once we upload it in post, I'll post some information about that and where you can upload your submissions for both of August's Let's Talks there. That's going to be super fun. If some of you have been like on the edge of like wanting to be a patron, not sure whether it's worth it or whether or not you want us to critique your work, gives you a chance. Also, seamless plug, don't forget that even if you're not a patron, you can join Discord, and there you have a critique tier there, or a critique channel there, where the entire community is always talking about each other's artwork. And that's like, honestly, that's way more worthwhile than this. You should probably just stop watching us and go join that.
Or don't.
Yeah, or I guess you could stay for a little while. But yeah, that's important for you to know because we're gonna be suspending Patreon. So you'll have access to these. So this is patrons only right now, and we're going to get into it. Our first patron that we're going to be talking about is Garang, and a bunch of photos that he sent in.
Wow, that was so seamless.
Beautiful. Garang sent in, I really like this, just to preface it. Makes me think of something that Impressionists did a lot in the late 1800s, where, I mean, I know it's just it's not just edits, but it's variations on edits. But, like, Impressionists would paint a scene 50 times, because what they were painting was the quality of light. They weren't painting the objects, right? So, there's a famous, there's two different famous Monet series I'm thinking of. One is a series of poplar trees. There's like so many of that series, and it's all just in different qualities of skylight and different qualities of how the branches are, how the, just after a rain, all that kind of thing. And then there's one, it's the Reims Cathedral in France, and pretty damn good. Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
I wasn't sure if that was the right thing, but you can go look that up too. But my point is, that's a photographer's job, right? Like, Impressionists were learning and understanding art as it pertains to capturing light in the early days of photography and before color photography. So the photographers picked up that job, and Garang's definitely holding that torch here.
So, edited or unedited? Edited. And then I think we can just go right through them.
Yeah.
Unedited, edited. Ooh. Which is really nice.
It is nice.
Also, saying edited at this time in the morning with 1 cup of coffee is not the easiest thing in the world. So this is reverse. This is edited. This is unedited.
Right.
Unedited. Unedited. Edited. Unedited.
It sounds like you're like a horror movie, like Foley of like a
unedited.
Edited. That's unedited, right? Oh, look at the moon, little tiny moon.
Oh yeah. It's interesting how your color like shifted the position of it.
Yeah.
Interesting. So by far my favorite one is this one.
Yeah, I have one thing to say about that, though, which is go to the unedited. One thing that I like that you did is, I don't know if you did this specifically, but I really like being able to see the person here.
Oh.
In the edited version. It's like it's a heightened experience. But I know that for me, I love this texture, and I would want to keep it in some way.
So, something to note, which could help you achieve what he would like. I feel like, I mean, I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, but like just fading out some of the shadows here might help with that. That way, it's not so stark. But I love the contrast in between the skyline, and just the open sky. But just like a little bit of a fade to the shadows might behoove you just a little bit. This photo is dope. I love the I love the colors that you've sort of brought out of it with that. Apparently, I have a frog in my throat. Green, emerald green, and the very, very warm tones that are existing right now.
I love, as I get to know all of you, like, over a sustained period of time, I love getting to see the color palettes that you choose. Like, I think I mentioned in one of the Discord channels yesterday about, like, Jackson has sent a still there, and like it was so recognizably a still from his work from because Jackson, it's the color palette. I know, and that's a good thing, right? Like that's obviously straying and playing in those spaces is good too. But once you get comfortable with those sort of like harmonic interactions, that's something to really like dive deeper into. And Garang, I have noticed these colors in the way that you choose to edit, and I think we're actually
finding
going to look at
your
something.
mojo.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing. So keep diving into that.
I think I also like. So, I'm trying to figure out. Did you just shift highlights purple for this? I can't tell.
Probably.
Also, good call on taking away string lights, because if you had left that in, that would have been too distracting. So smart moves. I like that you took this away too. That way, it's just this is what should attract your eye.
Mm-hmm.
That's what matters. So, A+ on that front.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. This would have been a challenge, but one thing that I would have loved to see you do is take like some of the light information in here and sort of take a gradial mask and just sort of bloom it out and lighten it up. That way, it looks like light's coming through this.
Oh, that's fun.
Maybe like a warmer light to sort of balance out the very cooler purple tones.
I also like how you chose to highlight the green, like how you chose to make it stay really prominent, because it does this beautiful thing. There's like two elements of composition. There's like this triangle thing leading to the line, or vice versa, the line opening up to this triangle, and then you have this like just decorative, wonderful.
You really did some work with this photo, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking dope. And then this is the last one, yeah. Again, taking away some of what distracts you. I think I would have liked to see you play on some of the skyline behind there, just a little bit, similar to this photo in the way that like that horizon is sort of accentuated by that light. But again, great colors. Again, I'm just assuming you're taking the highlights and you're making them red.
Hmm.
But I'm unsure. But it looks great. This looks really great.
Yeah, it does.
So
Sweet. Yes. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
And we'll see more of you
Later.
next hour.
Okay.
Yep. Next one. This is Austin. Actually, Austin had a little preamble. Austin likes to send us context. Shh. You know what?
I don't know how
Austin,
to do
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I know this was some drone shots, and maybe they were. Yeah, definitely, right? Almost definitely they were drones.
that. Oh.
Very nice.
Oh.
That's fun. These are beautiful landscapes.
I see you getting rid of those distracting elements.
Yeah, you're really good at that.
Look back there.
You're really good at that.
Dude, what the hell?
I like this one car. It's seamless.
Yep. Yeah, man. I loved the washed out sort of filmic look to this photo. The blues really sell it for me. Like that sky really sells it for me. Directionally spot on. This is just a telephoto. Yeah? Yeah. That's a telephoto shot of this. I'm assuming is this edited? Is that unedited? That's edited?
I think it's the reverse.
That's edited?
I think so.
Alright. I mean either one.
Yeah, it is
looks
because the cars
great.
disappear.
Oh, right.
That's how we can tell.
So with this one,
Do you have a dead pixel? No. Nope.
don't scare me like that. With this one, I think I prefer the colors of of this shot that you edited over these guys. This one's a little too magenta for my liking. It's a little too magenta, especially in the shadows here. The namesake I did. That's smart. Oh,
look at you! Look at you!
Lose my mind. But you know, this one's a little too magenta for me. But again, just working on composition alone, I really dig it.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that I was gonna say that that I'm now realizing I'm wrong about is your horizon line. I originally thought was off, but my eyes are just tricked because of the mountains.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I really fuck with that shot, like a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I like this space in particular, and actually this would probably inform. Okay, good. This would.
How you doing?
Can I do it over here? Yeah. This would okay. This would inform my cropping. I just am gonna ignore what I was just doing.
Okay.
Pretend it didn't happen.
I should put on a shirt.
I really like this space. That atmospheric distortion that's happening is so good. Like I'm such a fan of like depth in that, and the shadow from the clouds onto that part of the mountain. And so like I'm really partial to like this chunk, having that as like really important. And I don't think that means crop. I think that also just means you did a really good job because everything is leading me there. It's just so like obviously because that's how horizon lines work and one point perspective and all that, but like I am so led to this point and it's so good. So very nice.
You have to pull the highlights down. No, sky doesn't look bad to me. I almost prefer the really bright sky of this. I don't know, sometimes when I see highlights pulled down, I can tell they're pulled down, but it's not that it looks bad. I don't know if that makes any sense. But
let's cut to the next. I want to do something we've never done before and be even more organized and say we got two more people. We got Jackson who sent some video we're going to talk about, and then we have Doug who sent a piece of music that we're going to listen to, and we're probably just going to let that piece of music roll us out until the end. Please stick around because it says like we're going to take an ad break. We're not taking an ad break, but please stick around because man, these are really good.
Yeah.
So let's hit. Thank you, Austin. We'll see you
in
the next chat with some more talks on edits. We're going to watch the first 30 seconds of Jackson's video.
Let's get it, shall we?
Yes.
Oh, God. I did a thing. I want to go into, that mood.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let's do it.
This is my photography setup I've been using for about the past year, and I absolutely love it. So I thought I'd make a little video talking about the Fujifilm X-T3, what I think about it now that the X-T4 is out, and how I think it stands up in 2020. This isn't really like a full review of the camera. If you guys want that, let me know. This is more just my thoughts on the camera and my experience with it. So without further ado, let's jump into it.
Cool.
Now first I want to talk about the...
So, first, I should admit I've seen this video already.
Mm-hmm.
Good video.
Mm-hmm. Brandon liked it.
I think...
Actually, I think the after show liked it too.
No, that's me.
I know, but I'm saying I think the after show liked it as well.
Okay. What was I gonna say? What was it? What was my thought?
Do you want to think on it while I say something?
Sure.
Okay.
Go
Got
for
a couple
it.
points.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm gonna talk about audio and drawing the viewer in because that's all I can really talk on. I would say one thing is you start out with a good presence of audio in your music and you do a nice little fade out. One thing that's confusing, it's confusing to the ears, and there are some simple tricks to this. your voice is a little muffled overall. That's not something you could just necessarily pop up in post. I would love to maybe have the mic closer to you, or maybe just a little more gain so that you can roll off some other parts. But ideally, your higher end elements of your voice would come through from probably about 2500 hertz and above. Particularly because what I would want to do is take that track that you have, even if you use that exact same track. It has a lot of jangly, kind of like metallic elements, which create a lot of high-end frequency, and I would want to take that track and I'd want to roll it off at about 2500 hertz. So basically consider it a crossover, where you want to amplify your voice in that spot, or theoretically amplify, even if you're not changing your voice. You want to bring up those elements of your voice that are above that range. Actually, it's ideally about above 1000 hertz, but we'll just call it 2500 hertz, and then start to roll off the track so that the information in the track still sounds like it's there, but it kind of sounds like it's a little bit muffled, which is good because it's almost, I like to think it creates like a lo-fi effect, and people are really into that. Lo-fi needs to study too.
To chill and study too.
But that's also to say that let me listen to this real quick. It's also to say that you create an air of chill beats to relax to chill video to watch to, in the way that you present. You're presenting in a very casual and very peaceful, relaxed voice, which I really appreciate. We were just talking about this, right? Like that's kind of like my MO. I want to be doing that too. And I really appreciate that you're there. It feels contradictory based on the way the sound is edited, and I don't think that's a deliberate decision on your part, but because of how present the high end is, it ends up conflicting a little bit. The music feels very bumpy, like I should be like in a video with high energy, but you're not presenting with higher energy. You're presenting with careful, metered, peaceful presence.
2020. This isn't really like a full review of the camera, but if you guys want that, let me know. This is more just my thoughts on the camera and my experience with it.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. This is probably the huge difference in between Jake and I, but it's like, generally, I would just say, like, the music's wrong, but I really like this music, and I think it works really well for this video. But I think Jake is completely right in the scientific nature of audio, which is just bringing down those highs a little bit. That way it doesn't confuse itself with your voice. Mm-hmm. But as someone who is not really a sound person and doesn't know much about sound, my natural instinct would just be like, I really like this song, but it muddies up what I'm saying, if that makes sense. So I would just generally instinctually just try and change the music. But again, just do what he says. I think, so one of the things that I was going to say before, just from having watched the video when you published it,
I highly recommend it. Plus, now that it is the XC4 stabilization, the extra color, if you're doing that, plus I don't really like the look of the XC4 stabilization.
In that general region,
the extra color profile is nice, but it's not really something I felt like spending.
There's a couple times where I just I hear that background music and it distracts me away from what you're saying. Mm-hmm. And what you're saying is just so fucking important. Yeah. That I'm trying to focus on what you're saying.
You know something funny? We joke about this here. I do not use music that has guitar on our videos.
Interesting.
And it is, I'm a guitar player. I have a visceral opposition because guitar, unless it's sitting somewhere low in the mix, or going to be spatial and weird and very lo-fi,
has too much
it's got so much character. Yeah. And because they're metallic strings, it's metal. There's a metal reverberance, So I steer clear of guitar. Almost always.
But I have to say, this is a really well done video in so many ways. Yeah. I think coloring and lighting wise really really solid work. Your A-roll is really well colored. Yeah, no, dude, great video. I really like what you're doing. Not only shooting wise, but like specifically coloring wise. Like I can tell that you're putting a lot of time into coloring these shots.
Yeah.
So good on you.
Yeah. Let's do the last one.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for submitting, Jackson. Like Brandon said, we watched this video before and we really appreciated it. So it's nice to get to watch again and talk about it. Daniel, I saw that you asked
what?
if you could submit.
Let's just quickly get to it because it's like a 4-5 second
Daniel's intro
thing. Yeah.
Okay. And then
I've already
you know which one?
watched it.
Okay.
I have that habit a lot where like I know what video I'm trying to get to, so I type in the name of the person into Google, and Google's like, I don't know what you're trying to do, man.
Oh my God! Look, the after show's live.
Wow. Should we?
I don't know what would happen. I don't want to know what would happen if we
watch
clicked
it?
that. There you go.
I never know which one it is.
Oh yes, we talked about this. So good. Yeah.
Fucking G.
So
What the hell?
So
Dude.
Daniel submitted that in to our office hours chat on Discord.
I've watched it a couple times now.
Yeah. And I had thoughts about it, and I think
Same.
you probably have thoughts about it.
Yeah.
And actually, just to go first, real quick,
I'm just gonna leave it up on
like a beautiful shot. My thoughts. This relates to what I was just saying about Jackson's piece. Daniel was asking. I think Daniel, you were asking if we thought that basically that even though it worked in the intro, how to transition into a role where you do I find music that's similar? How do I do that? It feels a little clunky to find more, small ensemble, chamber pieces or something like that. And my suggestion was actually quite similar to what I just suggested to you, which is roll off the top end. Again, like scientifically, what's happening is the voice has my voice. I'm speaking at fairly low frequencies, but those low frequencies are just they're the baseline, the foundation of my voice. So all of the important information is actually all the stacks of overtones above my voice. That's what creates the identity of how I sound. So if all you hear is like you're not actually hearing what I'm saying. You can hear that the person is speaking, but you can't understand it because all the information is from all the extraneous information up top, right? So when you have all that information, all the high information in music and in voice, they just sit on top of each other and it gets muddy. So I made the changes to the audio. Jacob made the transition a lot easier. Nice. I'm really glad to see that that's the case. So that's what I had suggested was, you can transition right into more chamber music or small ensemble music or something that's got that same vibe. Solo cello would work. And just pull off some of that top end. Did you have thoughts?
Your colors are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Or lack thereof, but like isolation on specific ones.
Well, there's a lot of color there. It's just so...
It's
subtle.
Like knowing how fucking boring the headphones are, like from seeing them in person, like you add character and life to them, which is not easy to do. No, dude, I love this. I'm assuming you shot 100mm macro? Yeah. Let me know if I'm wrong. Don't say I'm wrong, though. Yeah, dude, this is classy. This is the definition of classy video. Good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, colors alone are just remarkable. So,
and like
I'm excited for the full video.
honestly, like let's normalize posting intros before the video is posted. Like that's a great idea.
It's kind of fun.
You know,
I did that once,
uh-huh.
and then I deleted it off the channel. And I'm kind of sad I did that.
Yeah,
but you know, smart move. I was literally just thinking about that. Yeah.
So okay, so thank you for making it all the way through half an hour of us.
135.
We have one more thing to show you, and
yes, we do.
It's going to be a little more unconventional because I'm not going to follow the normal restrictions that we do, which is 1 minute of watching, 4 minutes of talking, solely because we're at the half hour mark. If you are interested in leaving, that's fine. We're done, but don't because this is music from one of my favorite people in the world, and also a collaborator, a pretty much just permanent collaborator of my music and my identity. This is Doug Lang, and he sent us some music to listen to. This is a song that he's been reading. There are letters apparently available. There's a huge archive of letters available that Vincent van Gogh wrote. And so he's been reading through in quarantine. He's been enjoying reading through letters written. And so this song is inspired by some of what he read and some of the experiences of Van Gogh. Something that I really find inspiring about Doug's music is where I write abstractions on my own life experiences, Doug will often seems to, I don't want to put the words in his mouth, but seems to write music about the experiences of others, but in ways that there are universalities that are usually painful and sad, because that's kind of what humanity is, and the joy of trying to find joy through that. So now we're going to watch it. Also, it's 4 minutes and 20 seconds long, so that's great.
Do not disturb.
Okay.
Let's get it.
I can paint sunflowers, don't mean they'll end up in the art museum. Or if I think they should
pay attention to that.
Paint for me, myself and my friends who share the air I breathe. Though I wish I had a few more. Only I'm beginning more and more and more to look for a single technique that perhaps is an impressionist. I'd like to paint in such a way that if it comes to it, everyone who has eyes can understand it. 'Cause I can't paint sunflowers, don't mean to capture humanity with a single paintbrush. Or if I want to, I paint to eat, to feed my body, and hopefully one day my soul. Next door to your shop, in the restaurant, as you know, there is such a beautiful decoration of flowers there. Well, if I carry out this plan, be a dozen or so pounds, it will therefore be a symphony of blue and yellow. If Jenny has the peony, quaffs the hollyhock, I, in a way, have the sunflower. 'Cause unlike you, it's always there, and unlike you, it seems to care. 'Cause I can paint sunflowers, don't mean they'll end up in Philly's art museum, or if I think they should. And then sometimes I end with this.
Let's sing along to this. This will be fun.
That's my
So okay, I was going into this expecting good, but what the fuck? That is so good.
Yeah.
No. That was really fucking good. What the hell? So, okay, couple things. We need to talk about the backstory here. So these were letters by Van Gogh during the period where he was like painting the famous.
I guess so, yeah. I
that
think
sit
some
in
of them are
the Philadelphia Art Museum right now.
Yeah, I think some of them are to his some of them are to his brother, I think. Some of them are to the lady he had been in a relationship with. I wish that we had Doug right here to tell us. 'Cause he's been reading them, but
what the fuck, man? I would like low key add that to every single music streaming service I have right now.
well, we're working on it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like it was just like I think the fact that it's just so like not to fucking steal what you were saying earlier, but like it is small, but that's what makes it what it is.
Yeah.
Like it's simple. It is small, and it shouldn't be anything but.
I think that this is perfectly ties back to talking about like difference in the way that we project. I think that I and Doug, I'm sure, would agree with this sort of thing. I find a lot of inspiration in the power that somebody like a Mr. Rogers can command. That's a funny example, right? But like,
No, I get that.
it's quiet and it's peaceful and it's inviting. And the power is not in projection. The power is in the openness of the face or the openness of the voice, you know?
Yeah.
And how we can sit here and like, you can be like, this is going to be a good song, and instantly just be like just drawn in, you know? That's what I look to do. And there are moments where I'm making music where I feel like this is happening. And yeah, I think that's what Doug achieves, which is always so good.
No, absolutely.
And man, that one section just kind of cuts like a knife, where it's like, unlike you, and it's the interlude, and unlike you. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like every time I listen to that, I'm like, this is good. It's a story.
Yeah.
I can feel the longing, and then it's just like,
Yeah.
damn,
Yeah.
broken.
Yeah.
So
I love his you warned me about it earlier, but his like sometimes I do this. Just fucking bust out.
because
What the fuck?
What I'm grateful for in this is that this is an unfinished song, so he sent us something to watch together, which is unfinished, and this is very much a video to me. you know, we send each other a lot of these videos or audio where it's like we'll be playing a song and halfway through be like, and sometimes I do this kind of thing. But I was saying to Brandon, like, it's just with Doug, who's just a master, it's like he'll say, sometimes I do this, and it's like, oh my god, please do that.
Fine.
Yes.
Fine. Just kill myself.
So on that note,
Amazing.
yeah,
How far are we? Oh, we're not that bad.
so we're gonna give our voices a couple minutes of break, and then we're gonna hit our Let's Fix It chat with the Office Hours crew. But thank you, Doug. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Garang. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah. All of this stuff is really dope.
Yeah.
And
You are all
I am
so
very
good.
thankful that you submitted it all.
Yeah. And thank you everybody for watching and for commenting.
Yeah.
I think something that's really wonderful is, and maybe the Discord has helped us make this happen, is the community is so self-sufficient now, and I'm so happy for that. Like, I'm grateful to be able to be paying attention to the comments and also paying attention to the stuff, and you're all just talking and giving accolades, and that's so beautiful. So keep doing that. Thank you, and we'll see some of you soon, and others we'll see in a few weeks.
Hell yeah. Cool.
So talk to you soon.
Bye, friends.
Bye. And with a bang on the
Hands up.
table.